Equity and access remain pressing issues across Canada, particularly when it comes to preparing young people for meaningful careers. Keep in mind these numbers. Youth unemployment has hit a 15-year low or high, depending on your perspective, and Black youth are facing especially high unemployment rates right now.
So joining us live now for community-rooted solutions to workforce development is Stefany Hanson, the new managing director of the C Centre for Young Black Professionals. Good morning, Stefany. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I must say congratulations. You're 5 weeks into this new position as the managing director. For people who don't know about the C Centre, maybe give us a bit of a kind of Cole's notes on the important work that it does.
Absolutely. So the C Centre for Young Black Professionals was actually established about 15 years ago. It was a result of the Year of the Gun in 2005, where the United Way and the provincial government came together and created the fund. It was about $29 million. And one of the initiatives born out of that fund was the C Centre for Young Black Professionals. And we are focused on workforce development for young people, really coordinating labor for opportunities that are available in the labor market. We have a number of programs that we run every year. We have many different social supports for young people to make sure that they can engage in life stabilization in order to be eligible to enter into the workforce.
So, Stefany, tell us what you're seeing at the C Centre right now. You know, we do hear a lot about high youth unemployment. We understand that it's particularly prevalent in the local Black community as well.
Yeah, it is. I mean, at C, we do a number of workforce development programs. We focus on where the labor market opportunities exist. So when we talk about VFX, animation, insurance underwriting, there's a whole slew of programs that are taking place, and we really want to ensure that we have workforce development pathways credentializing young people for the opportunities. And so we work with employer partners to ensure that young people can get access to those jobs as soon as they complete the programming. And C's open. We do a number of events with community. We do sector leadership, focusing on skill development for young people who want to be engaging in leadership development in the community and social services sector.
Yeah, and when you speak to a lot of the Black youth at the Centre, I mean, the stats kind of show that there are systemic barriers and they face an increased kind of barrier than other racialized youth even.
Totally.
So what are the issues that are being presented to you?
For sure. I think there's a number of issues. I mean, racism, discrimination in the workforce, absolutely. Sometimes young people have educational trauma that they're dealing with, so they're having a hard time connecting in with institutions. Some young people have been through multiple programs, and sometimes it takes 7 interventions for young people to really latch into the labor market. So those are some of the issues that are coming up. And the way that we're dealing with those issues is to make sure that they have the social supports that they need, right? Social workers, food, housing stabilization. So a lot of these supports really help to stabilize young people and create the right connections for them to enter into the labor market. Soft skills as well is critical. So we have a C Essentials program to make sure young people are equipped with the soft skills and the hard skills to get in.
And when you talk about the systemic barriers that you're describing, add that into the mix of the current situation just with youth unemployment in general here, the lack of opportunities, you know, AI coming in, taking away a lot of entry-level posts, et cetera here. What do you hear from the clients as they come through the C Centre in terms of their fears and their anxiety? And, you know, and you talk about the programs, but what if that doesn't match with what their actual skill sets are? How do you adapt and work with that?
I do want to point out that when we talk about unemployment, it's young people who want to be engaged.
Good point.
Right? They want to come into the labor market. They want to be contributors. They want to help their community. So the willingness is there. I think the thing that we really have to focus on is matching young people with the right opportunity and making sure that they're labor ready. So we have things that we go through in terms of interviews, in terms of application process, and it's probably 2 or 3 interviews that they're having to go through to establish if they're ready, if there's an interest, if there's aptitude, and sometimes they're coming with skills that they've just, you know, been able to establish on their own, but this is about refinement and about getting the employer what they need. So I think it's really about looking at interest, aptitude, capacity, and if they're stabilized enough to enter.
Sounds like a kind of guidance counselor for work.
Totally.
A little more advanced than that. But,
Totally.
Right? Yeah.
And that's what workforce development is, right? It's about credentializing while stabilizing, right? And so it's not just about bringing people into a program and running them through the program and hoping they're successful. It's about ensuring that there are success factors from the top, and also working with employers who have the opportunities, who know that we can credentialize, and also making the curriculum and the learning bite-sized. So it's not overwhelming. It's something that they can do, and it's something that they can accomplish at the end of the day.
Yeah, very quickly, Stefany, we've heard from Premier Doug Ford and his government talk about how there's a huge gap or need for people in skilled trades, and they've put out, job fairs and things like that. But when we look at actually skilled trades and, kind of that hands-on job market, what are you seeing in terms of the clients at your center wanting to get into that? Because they're saying, there's plenty of jobs available here, but what more can the government do to kind of support more employment from, racialized youth?
Totally. I love this question so much because I think there is a coordination piece that needs to happen. And so the jobs are there, they are available. Getting into construction trades, into unions is a very difficult jump. Yeah. So we need the commitment, we need the resources, and we need navigators, intermediaries who can help with that. So leaders of local labor unions coming in, working with us, credentializing the young people, and ensuring that the young people can get the hours that they need in order to jump into the union. So we do want to work with sector. We do want our provincial government. Our provincial government is supporting our programming. We want more of that, but we need that coordination piece as well. Industry leadership coming and working with not just C, but other organizations who do this work.
Absolutely. Okay.
Stefany, we got to leave it there, but appreciate the time this morning.
Thank you so
good luck
much.
with this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good luck 5 weeks in.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I'll figure it all out. I promise you.
Sure you will.
Thank you.
Stephanie.